welcome to my home studio. It's Dr. Clark, ready to lead you in an energizing power vinyasa class. So my thought for you for this class is, I don't know about you, but I'm managing working at home and doing school with my son, and it feels like a lot, and sometimes I'm just getting like mixed up in my priorities a little bit. And I'm reminded of two things. One, a quote. There's argument about where it's from, so just Google it if you're curious. But the quote is, "Children are not a distraction from the important work. Children are the important work." And that kind of hit me over the head and reminded me of the gift I have in parenting. And so then I looked to find a little more reinforcement of this. And in Ephesians, we're reminded, you are God's children. Try to be like him. Live a life of love. And there it is. One of my 3 pillars that I try to make decisions by: faith, hope, and love. And so I'm extending to you an invitation during this Power Vinyasa class to consider setting your intention on one of those 3 pillars: faith, hope, and love. And for me, it's that inner love that I can generate to produce outward love for my son. And maybe you have a similar circumstance, or maybe you want a different intention. That's completely up to you. So anyways, we're going to do Power Vinyasa, probably 45 to 60 minutes. We're going to warm our bodies up pretty quickly, do a really nice flow of a whole bunch of sun A's and sun B's, which should have us ready to go and do some other standing work. So remember, our mission is to align our bodies so that our mind, body, spirit, and energy kind of follow that flow. So please join me on your mat in a comfortable seat. Start to notice your breath. For me, it helps if I close my eyes, palms up on my knees or my thighs, kind of inviting in some of that energy around me. But if you're in a space where you're feeling really frazzled or stressed out and you're looking to be grounded, go ahead and put your fingertips right on the ground and try to sync up with that solid surface and that grounding energy. Everyone, on your next inhale, fill your belly, then your lungs, lift your heart. Exhale. Maybe put your right hand on your low abdomen, your left hand over your heart, so that as you engage that lower abdomen, slightly contracting those muscles, inhale, fill that low belly, lungs, chest lifts, heart opens, shoulders move away from your chest. Exhale. Go ahead and take 3 more breaths. Hopefully you already have your favorite playlist queued up. If not, go ahead and get that started. That's going to help us just kind of be, helps distract you, helps keep you centered, helps keep you grounded. Okay? Make sure as you're breathing, your inhale and your exhale are matched in their length. And your goal may be to start with a 4-count inhale, exhale, maybe move to a 6-count inhale, exhale, maybe an 8-count inhale, exhale, as you're just doing your breathing. Let's start to warm things up. Gently blink your eyes open. You're going to roll your shoulders. So on your inhale, shoulders come forward, up towards your ears. Exhale, move them back, down, away from your ears. So we're doing circles, front to back. Inhale, forward lift. Exhale, backward drop. 2 more. Good, reverse your direction. You're still doing an inhale, now you're doing backwards, up, exhale, forward, down. Good, 3 more. You can make those circles even bigger, engaging your shoulders more, lifting your elbows. Good, on this next exhale, rotate your wrists as your hands come up above your head, gaze up. Exhale, switch your wrist rotation, bring them right back down. From your comfortable seat, I want you to go ahead and place your hands in front of you. And now turn those fingertips back so they're facing towards you, okay? And you're just real gentle, gonna put some pressure, maybe alternating right side to left side, warming up that inside part of your forearm as your weight is coming down. Don't slam your full wrist down onto the ground, just your fingertips, and then maybe slowly your wrists come closer to the ground, okay? I want you to now come back up to your seat. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands, heart center. This time gently tuck your wrists under, a little bit out in front of you so that you're staying back on your seat. Again, you can rock gently side to side. So now we're stretching out this back part of our forearm. We use our forearms quite a bit in practice and in yoga, so we want them nice and warmed up. Inhale, bring your alignment back up over your seat, so your head's over your shoulders, over your hips. Roll those shoulders out. One more inhale, reaching up. We're gonna do a twist. Exhale to the right. Drop your right fingertips behind you. Left fingertips reach across the outside of your right knee. If you can, you're gazing over your right shoulder. Your spine is long. That breath still first fills your belly, then your lungs, and you have no choice but to lift and open your heart. On your next inhale, try and twist a little bit farther to the right. Exhale, turn your chin to the center, undo your twist. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, twist left. So now my left hand is behind me. My fingertips are grazing the ground. My right hand is to the outside of my left knee. My spine is long. My gaze is over my right shoulder. Every inhale, lift your heart. Every exhale, twist a little bit deeper. One more inhale. Exhale, chin to the center, untwist your spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands, heart center. Close your eyes. Come to your intention. Maybe you're considering, what is your important work? Maybe you're considering some pillar that you try to find or use that grounds you. Maybe it's a word, maybe it's a mantra, maybe it's this thought about metta, this love eternal that you have inside you, but that you give to other people. And you're wanting peace and love for yourself and everyone around you. On your next inhale, gently blink your eyes open, uncross your feet, come into your tabletop position. In tabletop, your shoulders line up over your wrists. Your knees are directly under your hips. Go ahead and tap your feet out. Depending on what position you were just sitting on them, it might need a little bit of work. So maybe curl your toes, maybe bend your knees, roll your ankles, roll it in the opposite direction. Walk your hands forward slightly. We're going to start to warm up our spine. So as you walk your hands forward slightly, now you bring your shoulders over your wrists. you're feeling your hips drop a little bit just naturally. So you're kind of coming into a nice spinal extension, letting that front space on your body open up. As you exhale, press back, let your hips come all the way back, child's pose. Walking those fingertips out, resting your forehead on the mat, gently rolling that forehead side to side. Good. On your inhale, rounding through that spine, coming all the way back through, dropping your hips, opening your chest, lifting your heart, stretch across that front body. Exhale, come back, child's pose. Roll your forehead. And one more, rounding through that spine on your inhale, coming forward like a wave, dropping your hips, lifting your gaze, maybe actually coming up on the tops of your feet for a little up dog. So we can press back and do our first downward facing dog. So in your downward dog, your hands are shoulder width apart, your feet are hips width apart. Walk your feet out, bending one knee at a time. Maybe inhaling, lifting your heels, making sure your ears are in between your arms. And as you exhale, drop your heels back down. Doing whatever you need over these next few breaths to get comfortable here in this downward dog, warm up your body. Maybe sometimes what I like to do is actually move in and out. So inhale, moving to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Broaden across your collarbones. Exhale, down dog. How about two more? Inhale, plank, or whatever your warm-up is. Exhale, down dog. I got one more for you. Inhale, plank. Drop your knees wide. Wide-legged child's pose, balasana. This time, let your hands meet in a gentle prayer mudra at the back of your neck. This is a nice place if you have blocks to actually put them under your elbows. So my forehead's between the blocks, my elbows are on top of the blocks, and it gives me a really nice stretch across the front of my shoulders and the back of my triceps. Just get comfortable here. Let your hips sink heavy. Let your belly just rest on your legs, in between your legs. Maybe massage your forehead side to side. This is a position you can come to any time in this practice. So if you're feeling like your breath is out of sync, your mind is out of sync, just come take a few breaths here in child's pose. Come back to your intention. It's always available to you no matter what I'm cueing. Two more breaths here. And when you're ready, walk your hands out. Walk yourself up to your seat. Move your blocks out of the way if you are using them. Come up to tall kneeling. Inhale, reach up, gazing at your thumbs. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Come on, walk your hands out into a supported plank. So my spine is long. Inhale, lengthen across your chest. Exhale, pressing up into plank. Walk your right hand to the center. Drop your feet down, opening up into a nice right side plank. Just two breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, coming back to plank, dropping your knees, coming all the way down to your belly, exhaling. Stretch your toes out. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come back down to the mat. Inhale, press up to plank. Walk your left hand in. Drop your heels down to the left. Lift your hips high. Right arm up to the sky. Side plank on the left. Always option to drop that bottom knee. Always option to lift that top leg. Inhale. Exhale, come back to plank. Lowering through chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, feet together at the back of the mat. Inhale, right leg high. Bend your right knee. Stack your hips, roll it open. Roll your top ankle. Gaze down at your thumbs. Make sure you're still square with your weight on both hands. Inhale, lengthen your right leg behind you. Square your hips. Exhale, feet meet at the back of the mat. Inhale, left leg high. Bend your left knee. Roll those hips open, stacking them. Roll out your left ankle. Feel a really nice stretch in the back of your right leg and the inside of your right thigh. Gazing at your thumbs. Make sure your hands are equally holding that weight. Inhale, square your hips. Exhale, step your left foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, step your right foot to the front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Reaching up towards the sky. Gazing up. Exhale, hands heart center. So you're in Tadasana for just a moment at the top of your mat. So in Tadasana at the top of your mat, your shoulders are over your hips, over your feet. Your knees are straight but not locked. You're not forcing your arms out to the side. They're just at your side. If you feel like your shoulders have a lot of stress or strain in them, on an inhale, actually lift them up. And then as you exhale, roll them back and down. So it's like you're putting them down in your pocket. And try and leave them down there, okay? We're gonna move through a few Sun A salutations. So I'll meet you at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Frame your feet. Step or hop back. Plank. Moving through chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths in down dog. Shake out your head. On your next inhale, lift your heels, lift your gaze, bend your knees, hop to the front of your mat to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, reach up all the way to the top. Exhale, hands heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, frame your feet, hop back, plank, take your vinyasa, or go straight to downward dog, or skip it and take child's pose. You have to do what's right for you. You have to listen to your body. If it's telling you you can move quicker, you may do so. If it's telling you slow down, you need to honor that as well. On your next inhale, lift your heels, lift your gaze, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of the mat and fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, reaching all the way up, gaze to the sky. Exhale, hands heart center. We have 1 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, step or hop back, plank, take your vinyasa, or go straight to downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Shake your head. Always be attentive to your breath. Always focus on that inhale and the exhale. You heat it through your nose, you cleanse it through your nose, but you can focus on that and nothing else. On your next inhale, lift your heels, lift your gaze, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, reaching all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands, heart center. You're back into Tadasana at the top of your mat. You should be feeling a little bit warm now. So we're going to take a quick moment. Let's do just a quick balance right here. Put all your weight on your right foot. Lift your left leg up in front of you. So it's going to be like a power pose for balance. So I'll turn so you can see me. So you're at the top of your mat. Right leg down, hands, heart center. Left knee high. I want you to exhale, warrior three. Maybe extend your arms out. So we're going to pump this in now. Inhale, bring your knee in, hands, heart center. Oops, flex that foot. Lift your spine long. Exhale, warrior three. Good. 3 more times. Inhale, lift. Lift your heart, lift your leg, flex your foot. Exhale, lengthen. So stretch it out, warrior three. Inhale, lift. Bend your knee. Hands, heart center. Find a drishti, something you can focus on. Exhale, lengthen, warrior three. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen, warrior three. Good. Inhale, coming back to that right-footed stance. Exhale, feet meet together, back into Tadasana, hands at your side. Close your eyes just for a moment. Inhaling and exhaling here. We're like sneaking in a little core workout. So your core is from your shoulders to your hips. It's everything on the front side and the back. It's not just your abs. It's not just sit-ups and crunches. It's everything you do to control that body. Okay? So we're going to have to repeat on the other side, right? So inhale, reach up, gaze at the sky. Exhale, hands, heart center. You should be in Tadasana at the front of your mat. On your next inhale, go ahead, ground that left foot. Lift the right leg up. So my right knee is hip height. My right foot is flexed. On your exhale, you're going to press that leg back behind you. Your hands can stay at heart center. They can airplane behind you, or they can extend out long in front of you. So on your inhale, come back to center. Find your balance. Find a drishti, something that is your focal point, something not moving. Exhale, lengthen out, warrior three. Inhale, bring it all back to center. Exhale, lengthen, warrior three. Inhale, bring it all back to center. Spine is long, your mind is calm. Exhale, lengthen. Come on, 2 more. Inhale, bring it all to center. All your focus, all your breath. Exhale, lengthen. Last one. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, lengthen. Beautiful. You got to come back to center 1 more time on your inhale. Exhale, drop that foot down to Tadasana, top of your mat. Arms at your side or heart center. Close your eyes. Come back to your intention. You should feel heated. Your breath should be warming you. Good. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder. Reverse that direction, coming through center. Good. So everyone's at the top of the mat. We're now going to do a few sun Bs. So sun Bs are just sun A plus chair pose at the start and finish, and warrior one in the middle, right and left. Okay? So let's heat it up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sit, chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, frame your feet, step or hop back, plank, take your vinyasa. Now the key here is, as you're stepping forward, grounding your feet and lifting, that's all your inhale. So my inhale finishes while my arms reach to the tippy top. Exhale, frame that foot, come on right back down, taking your vinyasa or your down dog. And then your left foot steps forward, and all of this happens on your inhale, reaching, lifting. Exhale, framing your foot, stepping back, taking your vinyasa. From your down dog, inhale, lift your heels, your gaze, bend your knees, step or hop forward, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, sit your hips, chair. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, straighten your legs, gaze up. Drop those heels down, hands, heart center. So that's our Sun B salutation. Just like a Sun A, a nice vinyasa in there, an extra vinyasa in there, chair at the beginning and the end. 3 times, all the way through. You should feel really warm, so just keep that breathing precise. All right? Here we go. I'll guide you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sit, chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, frame your feet. Step or hop back. Here's your first vinyasa. Remember, your inhale brings the right leg forward, the back foot down, and lifts you. Exhale, frame your foot, step back, maybe take your other vinyasa. Your inhale brings your left foot forward, right heel down, arms up, reaching. Exhale, frame it. Here's that other vinyasa. From your down dog, your inhale lifts your heels, gaze. Exhale brings you to the top of your mat, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, sit your hips, reaching up, chair. Exhale, just stand up, hands, heart center. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, frame your feet. Hop back, vinyasa. From down dog, inhale, right leg comes up. Lift your heart, lift your chest, maybe your gaze. Exhale, frame your foot. Come on down. Take that vinyasa. Always option to leave it out. Inhale brings that left foot forward, right heel down, lifting. Exhale, frame your foot, stepping back, vinyasa. Inhale, lift your heels, gaze. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, sit your hips, chair, lift. Exhale, stand up. Come on, 1 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, step or hop back. Inhale brings you forward, warrior 1 on the right, lifting. Exhale, framing your foot, stepping back, taking that vinyasa. Inhale brings my left foot forward, right heel down, reach. Exhale, frame your foot, step back, take that vinyasa. Down dog. Next inhale, lift your heels and your gaze. Exhale brings you to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, sit your hips, reach your arms, chair. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Woo! Tadasana. So you should be feeling warm. Okay, so face the long side of your mat. Hop those feet apart, toes in, heels out. We're gonna do wide-legged forward fold. Your body is warm, your body is ready. Options here for your forward fold. You can have your hands reaching down towards the floor. You can keep your hands on your hips. I'm gonna clasp mine behind in a bind. So a bind is just my hands are clasped behind me. Inhale, lengthen, fold. So spine is long. At some point your hamstrings are gonna say that is enough, okay? So maybe the floor is really, really, really far away. Use blocks. So you can be doing your forward fold to blocks. You're at home, you can use a chair, you can use an ottoman, you can use whatever you have that works for you. If you're in that bind, your arms are behind you, maybe everyone keep a slightly softness to your knee, they're not locked out. Maybe in that bind, bring the wrists over your shoulders, over your head. So it's this like nice counterweight that's pulling you into a deeper shoulder stretch while you're also doing your hamstrings. It's like a 2-for-1, okay? Everyone on your next inhale, bring your hands in front of you, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Everyone leave your left hand down. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. You're in a twist. Roll your right wrist out. Exhale, come back to center, fold. Walk your hands behind you, pulling you into a nice, deep, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, leaving your right arm down. On your next inhale, your left arm lifts. You're in a twist to the left. Roll that wrist out at the top. Maybe come up onto like cupcaked fingers if that helps you lengthen your spine. Maybe you're on a block. That really actually helps me twist open through my spine even more. Inhale, one last reach. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet all the way back in. So you're still facing the long edge of your mat. You're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, meet me in chair. So yep, we're at the long edge of our mat because now we have mat to either side of us. So when we twist, if you want to go ahead and fly, you can. So first we're going to twist to the right. So left elbow comes outside my right knee. My prayer hands are helping me twist and rotate to the right. Sit your hips. Option here to come on down, bringing your hands to the floor, stacking your hip on your back elbow and your knees on your front elbow, taking a side crow. Maybe if you were in twisted chair, you just open those arms up and give a little extra twist, or maybe you are perfectly fine where you are. Wherever you're at is enough. You're being loving and kind to yourself and making your choice. Everyone come back to twisted chair. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, reaching all the way up, straightening your knees last. Exhale, hands, heart center. You're still on the long edge of your mat. We're going to do the other twist. Inhale, reach. Gaze up. Exhale, sit, chair. Okay? So this time we're going to twist to the left. So my right elbow comes outside my left knee. My hips are in a seat, like a chair. And you have all your options. You can stay right here. You can open these arms wide. You can drop your hands down to the side, taking a nice stance with them, balancing your hips, stacking your knees. Good. And sometimes your body cooperates and sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes the right side works and sometimes the left side doesn't. Just be wherever you are. When you're ready, we'll all meet back in twisted chair for one more inhale. Exhale, fold through the center. Walk your feet out. This time, toes point out, heels point in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Sit your hips. Lift your heart. So engage that pelvic floor. Your legs are nice and wide. We're here in a nice wide-legged stance. We're going to do a little bit of activity here for our legs. So I want you to inhale, reach your arms, straighten your legs, lift your gaze. Exhale, sit, open your arms, cactus arms. So elbows slightly behind your shoulders to really open across your shoulder blades. Inhale, reach, lengthen, lift your gaze. Exhale, sit, cactus arms, sit a little lower. Two more. Inhale, reach, lengthen, lift. Exhale, sit, feel the strength. Perfect. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit. Good. This time, straighten your knees, hands come to your hips. You're facing the long edge of your mat. Turn your right foot towards the front of your mat. Turn your left foot to the side of your mat. We're preparing for triangle pose, Trikonasana. On your next inhale, lift your arms, like float them up, shoulder height. Don't bring your shoulders up, shoulders away from your ears. On your next inhale, as your hips go backwards, your arms reach forward. At some point, your hamstrings run out of length. You literally just tip that right arm down, left arm, long. Perfect place for a block under that right hand, because notice, if I'm reaching to the ground, I'm actually really dumping my shoulder forward. I'm closing off my chest. But as soon as I put a block under my right hand, so much more opening and rotation and lift through my heart and my chest. Good. Inhaling and exhaling here. Feeling a nice stretch in that right hamstring and your adductor, lengthening across your collarbones. One more inhale. Gaze down at your front foot. Bend your knee as you exhale. Windmill your arms back up. Turn your toes again so that your toes are facing out, your heels are facing in. We'll do that dynamic lift and sit again. So inhale, reach, lift your gaze. Exhale, sit, cactus arms, go low. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, sit. Two more. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, sit. Last one. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, sit. Good. Inhale, come back up. Hands to your hips. Go get crazy. You're going to point your right toe to the side of your mat, your left toes to the back of your mat. Ooh. If you're going to want that block, put it near your left foot, your left heel. Inhale, just float those arms up, shoulder height. Exhale, hips go back. Arms reach over that front leg. Tilt your left arm down. I love it to a block. And then open and lift that right arm high. So it's a nice straight line from the ground all the way up to my lifted fingers. But if this bothers your arm, you can tuck your arm behind you, okay? You can keep your hand on your hip, but you've got to keep open across your collarbones for that lift, okay? One more inhale. Gaze down at your right foot, bend your knee. As you exhale, come on back up to standing. Good. We're going to do a little bit of balance here. So I want you, on your inhale, reach up. And on your exhale, playfully hop your feet together. Okay? We're going to do tree pose. So you stand wherever you're comfortable on your mat, at the front, in the middle. Maybe you move off the mat onto more solid ground. Okay? Ground down with your left foot. Everyone's going to rotate that right hip open. Okay? So you can either leave your toes on the ground as a kickstand. Bring your foot up your leg to your calf, inside of your thigh, squeezing that right foot, sealing it to that left leg. Maybe your hands are heart center. You can also do a nice reverse prayer behind you so that immediately opens across your chest and lengthens across those shoulder collarbones. And if you fall out, guess what? Get back in. It just means you're trying. It means you tried something new, you tried something challenging, and you will be better for it. Okay? If you feel like you want to, grow those branches, maybe lift your gaze. Oh, my tree is wobbly today. On your next inhale, lift, lengthen everything. Clasp those hands together. Exhale, hands, heart, center, feet meet on the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Just working on our spine a little bit. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Come all the way back to the top. Inhale. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Do your other tree. So for me, now I'm grounding on my right foot. My left foot is sealed to the inside of my thigh. You could be at your calf. You could even have that left leg in like a half a lotus. If and when you feel like you want to, grow your branches, lift your gaze. Slow your breath. Don't hold your breath. Inhale, extend those arms, bringing all the goodness together in your fingertips. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Left foot comes down. Good. Inhale, reach, lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Keep your hands on the mat. Heel toe your feet out wide. We're going to open up into Malasana. I love a block under my hips for Malasana. Just going to let this be, I don't want to say passive, but less active than that standing temple pose we were in, but still encouraging hip opening. On your inhale, right fingertips down. Left arm reaches up long, twisting that spine. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist the other way. Left fingertips down, right arms long. Exhale, come back through center. Good. I want you to bring your hands to the center. Lift your hips back up high. Good. And I want you to walk yourself out into a down dog. So you might have to walk your hands to the side and step a foot back. But however you need to, bring yourself into your last set of down dog. We're gonna move into pigeon from here. So I like to inhale my right leg high, bend my knee, roll my hip open, and then as I exhale, I bring my right knee to my right wrist, my left heel, or my right heel to my left hip. Inhale, lengthening, and as I exhale, coming down to the mat. So as you come down to the mat, you might want a pillow or a bolster that you're folding onto. That feels so nice, okay? Maybe you're on blocks. Maybe you're near your couch. Go grab a pillow. Your other option is just walk that whole body right on down, forehead on the mat. Wherever you are, we're going to be a whole 60 seconds. So just breathing, inhale into any tightness, probably in that right hip. Send it oxygen, exhale, let all that carbon dioxide out, all that stress. You're literally helping your energy flow right now. Inhale, send that oxygen. Exhale, let it out. Probably 3 more breaths. Real slow. I like to pause here for a moment, bending that back knee. So now we're stretching the front of the left hip and the front of my left shoulder, to be honest. Okay. The more I stretch out my left arm, the more I get my shoulder. The more you bring your hip towards your bottom, the more you get that left hip. Okay, and then when you're ready, square your hands in front, come up on that back toe, pressing back into 3-legged dog, maybe rolling that hip open, and then do whatever you need to transition to the other side. So we're going to be moving into pigeon on the other side. Now, if this is not for you, here's an option. You're going to roll onto your back. Your right foot's bent on the ground. Your left knee's crossed over, so my left knee's opening up. I can either press that knee open. That could be enough. I could reach both hands through my right thigh, flexing my right foot, using my left elbow on my left leg to press it open. So this is a supine pigeon, okay? Totally gets straight into that hip as well. So wherever you are, you're either laying down towards your stomach in your traditional pigeon, or you're laying on your back doing this really nice figure 4 stretch. Don't judge yourself, just do what you can. Allow your body to rest in this pose. Allow your body to accept the uncomfortable and just sit with it for a minute or two. Inhaling oxygen, nutrients, goodness. Exhaling what no longer serves you, literally carbon dioxide coming out, bad energy flowing out. Okay? You're giving yourself such a gift by taking this time to align your body. It literally helps align your mind and your spirit and your energy all at the same time. So just be so thankful for this. When you're ready, you're going to work your way out of your pigeon pose. If you were doing traditional pigeon, remember there's always that option as you come out to bend that back knee, reaching behind. So you're bringing your right hip towards your right heel to your right hip, because our left leg was in front. And if you straighten that arm, that's where you get that opening across your shoulder. So you pick what you need. Everyone's going to move their way back out. of pigeon, and everyone's gonna meet on their back. So lucky you, if you were doing figure 4, you're already there, okay? So just a few more things. On your back, walk your feet wide, let them just roll side to side like a little windshield wiper. We're gonna do a nice bridge. So for bridge, bend your knees, feet are flat. Reaching down, I feel my fingertips kind of graze my heel, then I know that's kind of the right length. And inhale. As you exhale, press down through your feet, lift your hips up in the air. Some people like to roll their shoulders under and press, some don't. It's up to you, but this is an active push through your feet, through your glutes, lifting your hips high. So it's very energetic. We're lengthening our front body. We're opening our heart. We're creating a positive energy flow right now. One more inhale. If your shoulders rolled under, lift your heels, roll your shoulders back out, lift your arms, and everyone exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time. One more back bend. If you're feeling up to it and you want to go ahead and bust out a full wheel, you go right on ahead. I'm going to do another bridge. So whenever you're ready, take your next and final back bend. Make sure it's active, make sure you're breathing, make sure your legs are energetically pulling towards each other. You have pressure through your feet. And when you're ready, you're going to come on down and roll on out of it. Windshield wiper those knees side to side. I'm going to give you a nice restorative inversion. My favorite one, legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. So I like to put a block under my hips so they're elevated slightly. My legs go straight up. This is the best form of calming and relaxation and just neurologic peace you can give yourself, because your body doesn't have to work. All the fluid just flows because of gravity from your toes to your ankles to your calves to your knees, and because your hips are propped up, it actually moves all the way back to your heart in just a very easy way. It is very calming. You want to go for sleeping tiger. You also lift those arms up and just let those wrists flop. There is no work here. The work is done. Close your eyes. Surrender to the relaxation. Prefer a different inversion, if you want to do shoulder stand or head stand or handstand, you're at home. Do whatever you want. Do what's safe. Do what you know is in your practice. Feel free to do any of those things near a wall so you have the support and you can carefully get in and out. Three more long breaths. Your longest, slowest, most relaxing breath you've taken. And when you're ready, you're going to bring your feet back down one at a time. Lifting your hips just to remove the block. Hug your knees in on an inhale. On an exhale, drop your knees to the right. Extend your left arm long. One last twist. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, knees go left, arm extends long to the right. I'm actually going to take it seated today. So if you're moving into Shavasana, you're taking up all the space. Your legs are wide on your mat. Your feet are flopped out to the side. Your arms are down towards your side. Not all tight, but like more like a starfish. Like take up room and relax. Let the weight of gravity pull down your head, your eyelids, relax your throat. Let everything feel heavy. Your shoulders, your hips, your legs. If you want to join me in a seated meditation, that's also fine. We're going to take at least the next minute. Close your eyes. I'll guide you back when it's time. Keep your eyes closed. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe rock your head from side to side. If you're seated, you can move it from one shoulder to another. Bring your chin to your chest. If you're laying down, gently reach under your thighs. Bring them up. Roll to your comfortable side. Use your arm as a pillow. Take a moment to just revel in the peace and the calm and the reset you've afforded your body with this meditation and this Shavasana that you gave yourself. Gently push yourself up to a comfortable seat when you're ready. There is no magic in yoga, but I do believe that yoga reveals your magic. And by aligning your body, you give an opportunity for your mind and your spirit and your energy to be the same. And I really do hope as you're facing your individual challenges across the day that you realize there is meaningfulness behind all of the work that you're doing, and to keep your intentions set on whatever pillars help you make decisions. Inhale, reach to the sky, tilt your chin up. Exhale, hand, heart, center, come back to that intention. Come back to the idea of generating love in yourself so that you can then extend that out towards other people. If you're ready, gently blink your eyes open. The word namaste literally means the light and the love inside of me sees, honors, and cherishes the light and the love inside of you. If that resonates with you, we can bow to each other and say namaste. Thank you for joining me here. Thank you for doing the hard work on your mat. So now you can take all these good vibes off of your mat and the rest of the hard work that you're doing. Thanks for coming. It's been my pleasure. I hope I see you again.